Right, just setting up, get this all sorted. There we go. Camera phone ready to rock and roll, and I think we're away. Right, what am I talking about today? Today I'm talking about my kinky lifestyle. I belong to the kink community, as does Tim. We're both kinky fuckers. I used to run a club called Club Whiplash, where people would come that are like-minded and join us, and we would party. We'd lay it on a spread, a buffet, and they'd bring their own drinks. They'd pay money at the door to cover the costs for the venue, and we would enjoy ourselves. What does our kink lifestyle involve? Well, our kink lifestyle involves a lot. Let's see. Spanking, crops, canes, whips, single tail whips, hot wax, electric play, as in Tesla's kind of electricity, not the other stuff. The violet wand, it's called. A violet wand across your body is something very erotic, for me, at any rate. Then, of course, there's the power exchanges. Having a power exchange where you give control of yourself to one person. And it's like a slave-master relationship, which is what I do with Tim. Tim is my master, I'm his slave. I also have my own slave, Nathan. He's a 27-year-old. He's been my slave for, where are we now? We are a year and a half, 2 years, I think. 2 years? Don't know, not sure how long, but he's been my slave for a while. Very good lad. He's 7 years old, and he is as lovely as they can get. My relationship with Tim is me being monogamous to him, and he is poly with me. Meaning he can play with whom he likes, fuck who he likes, see who he likes, provided I know about it. If I know about it, I don't have a problem with it. I only have a problem with things like that if they're done behind the back. If they're done behind the back, then it's a case of fuck off, mate, I don't want to know you. But if everything's above board and I'm told up front I'm going to be playing on this day at this time, blah, 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 no problem. He can do what he likes with whom he likes. Lovely. I love it. It makes him happy, makes me happy. And for me, from my point of view, I have a slave who I don't have sexual relations with. It's not like that at all. It's purely a case of he has desires and needs of being whipped, cropped, caned, beaten. And I give him that. And he loves it. He slaves for me when I need him to. If I want him to come down and stay at the house for the weekend and help me with things, no problem. He'll be like a shot, help me clean the house up or whatever. He's a good young lad. I mean, he used to work very hard at the club when he was with Whiplash. And he's become a good friend as well. Tim's fetish, I think, lies in introducing new people to kink and converting them to kink. That's what he enjoys. He thrives on that. Now, Tim is a man who has an imagination that stretches all the way to the moon and all the way back when it comes to sex and exploration and fun and good times. That is who he is, that is what he does, and it is enjoyable for him. Equipment-wise, this is a man who has an arsenal to die for. We have kink equipment all over the place in the house, stored away in cupboards, stored away in sheds, bolted to walls, hanging behind doors, you name it. Everywhere you look, there's kinky stuff. I mean, we've got a fetish wheel that's bolted to a wall. We've got a fetish wheel that's transportable. We've got cages, spanking benches, St. Andrew's crosses, suspension equipment, all sorts of things, plus all the toys that go with it, such as the crops, the canes, and pinwheels, and wax machines, hot wax. Oh, hot wax is just, it's lovely. I mean, a hot wax experience under Tim's hand is just really enjoyable. I prefer a hot wax treatment as opposed to candle wax dripping. I like to be ladled with oodles and oodles and oodles of hot wax just dripping all over. It's absolutely fantastic, and it's really sensationally sensual. So we've got all this equipment stored away that we bought and what have you. We used to take it to the club with us as well when we had Club Whiplash. We probably will open up another club one day, but at this point in time, I don't think it's going to happen, because I am reluctant to open up another place if we don't own it, own the property that it takes place in, because of problems with landlords. And I suppose the day will come eventually when we'll do something. But till then, we go to clubs, and we go to parties at other clubs, which we went to this weekend, and I had a fabulous time. And submitting to Tim and putting my arse up for a spanking and a cropping and a caning. Even my hands and my feet were caned, and it was good. I really enjoyed it. We've got machines, fucking machines. We've got the Sibian, which is the Rolls Royce of fuck machines. I personally don't enjoy it, but I tell you what I do enjoy and thoroughly enjoy is the fuck saw. Now, if you haven't tried a fuck saw, you've got to go and try one. 700 penetrations a minute with a dildo going in and out at a massive vibrational speed is something that makes you scream on the top of your voice. It is something quite different to experience. A lot of people don't like it, the same as I don't like the Sibian. A lot of people love it. I love it. I think it's brilliant. Can't use it at the moment because of an IUD issue. What's it? Is it a UID or IUD? Internal uterine device. So it's IUD. But yeah, it's well worth it. If you can get your hands onto a fuck saw, go and try one, ladies. It's well worth it. So we've got all the dildos, we've got all the vibrators, and we're not talking rabbits. I mean, rabbits are just pathetically limp dicked as far as I'm concerned. They're useless. You want a vibrator, you get yourself an Hitachi. Check it out. It's called a Hitachi wand. Check it out on eBay and go for it. Girls, you want a clitoral stimulation, that's the baby to use. It is potently powerful and lovely. Throw your rabbit away. It's fucking useless, trust me. So we have this kinky lifestyle. We go to clubs, we play with others. I play with others, Tim plays with others. I don't submit to others. I haven't brought myself around to doing that. I'm very much a faithful person, a one-man woman type thing. So I haven't brought myself into a position where I want to submit to another man other than Tim. I've threatened to do it when we've been through lackadaisical periods where he doesn't play with me for one reason or another. But I don't think I ever would, because I am monogamous. He's polyamorous. He can do what he wants. I just don't feel comfortable doing that. I will dish it out to someone, but there's no sexual boundaries that are crossed. It's purely whipping and slapping and beating and what have you, which is actually kind of therapeutic in its own way and enjoyable, but I don't get off of it sexually. I'm not a true dominatrix in that regard. Let's see. Get the handcuffs out, ladies. Give it a try. Explore, try things, new things. Don't be afraid. Don't be shy. If you've got a sex life that needs spicing up, get a bit of kink into your life. Okay? Get into a little bit of bondage. Get into a little bit of exploration. And try out different things. And if you can't find things to try out, go and search out the internet. If you wanted to check out our community and explore a bit of kink side, join us on fetlife.com. Fetlife.com. Don't join it if you're just coming to perv, because you'll soon be caught out and you'll be chucked off the site pronto. Okay? We don't tolerate it. We don't abide it at all. But if you're interested in exploring your kink and meeting kinky people to explore your kink with, then that is the community to join. Fetlife.com. It's a great community. It's got a massive kink community in the UK. And you'd be surprised how big it is. Things have changed. Times have changed. People are more open about these things. They talk about it. They get on with it. I don't hide it. I refuse to hide anything about my life, because you just open yourself up to all sorts of crap if you do. I tell people what I'm about. That's what I do. That's what I'm into. And I don't get any crap back from it. Nobody could ever blackmail me, because I'd say, fuck you. It's fun. It's good fun. We have a social life that's busy all the time. We're always going to clubs and parties. We're always going to play and have fun. If we're not at a kink party, we play and have fun here at home. Well, I don't. He does with others. I still got to kick his ass and get him back into playing with me at the house, because it's something that we've fallen out of as we've become very vanilla. Now, what is vanilla? Vanilla is a person who is not kinky, not into the scene, not into the kink and the fetish. That's a vanilla person. We go to munches. What is a munch? A munch is a vanilla get-together in a vanilla surrounding. We dress in civvies, not fetish wear or kink wear, and we join up and sit down and have a couple of drinks. Some of us even have dinners. And it's a place where newbies come along to meet people, get to see faces, so that when they do come to a party, they don't feel like a cherry standing on the wall not knowing anybody. They can walk into a party and actually know people and feel a bit more relaxed. Personally, I just think, come along to a club one night, let your hair down and just live it, experience it. There's always somebody available to take you through things, show you what's what, and teach you and show you how to do things that you can enjoy yourself accordingly. So basically, Tim and I are as kinky as fuck. We enjoy it. If you ever hear us talking to one another and you think, oh my God, they're fighting, we're not fighting. It's foreplay. That's what we do. We talk to each other. We swear at each other all the time, tell each other to fuck off, call each other cunts or cuntholes, or, you know, the language is a bit blue around us pretty much all the time. And it's foreplay. That's who we are. We're bantering, and I push and I push and I push the boundaries until he takes me down, and he puts me down on the ground and into submission. And that's what I enjoy. I like to submit to Tim. Doesn't do it often enough, I don't think, but that's by the by. So yeah, get your kink on. Start exploring. Come and join us on fetlife.com. Check us out. join the community, explore your kink. Everybody has kink in them. You just got to let it out. Come on, tell me you haven't thought about being handcuffed. A lot of women have fantasies about being raped. As sick as that may sound, it's not, because it's fantasy. As long as it's fantasy, you can act out that fantasy in a role-playing situation. Power exchange from slave and master, between a slave and master, is something else. I mean, I can tell you what a power exchange is, how I met him. I was on a dating site. It was actually a swinger site, not a dating site, I say. I wasn't a swinger, however, I was partnered with a swinger who was trying to give me the kinky side of things, and in return I gave him the swinging partner side of things for a bit. Anyway, about 1:30 in the morning, I had exchanged numbers with Tim online, but not actually met him. About 1:30 in the morning, I decided I wanted to submit, and I was as horny as fuck, and the partner I was playing with at the time just wasn't interested. And I said to him, okay, fuck you, I'm going to find someone else to do it with. And I phoned up Tim and I said, I'm up for a play. Are you up for a play? And he said, yes, come on over. And I drove up to his house, parked at the back, walked around to the front door, rang the doorbell, and he opened the door. The house was in reasonable darkness. And I looked in front of me, and there stood a man dressed from top to toe in ninja outfit. All that was showing was his eyes. Nothing else was showing. I thought, oops, this is hot. Anyway, he pulled me through the door, pushed the door closed, turned me so that I faced the door, put a blindfold on me, my arm up behind my back, and then turned me around and marched me up the staircase. Well, going up the staircase, there's this stuff. What the hell is this brushing up against me? It's like, oh, what is it? It's all this power exchange is taking place, of course. This is given control of myself, and I've put myself into his hands. It's a complete stranger, mind. But he's in the kink community, as was I. So there's this sort of unwritten laws and etiquettes that you abide by and live by in the community. The majority. There are one or two bad apples that you have to be careful of, obviously. But like any community, a lot of trustworthy people out there. Tim is one of those, which I didn't know at that time. So there was this thing in the back of my mind that, where am I going? What's happening? Is he going to take me and chop me up into bits and put me into a vat of acid and dissolve me? You know, it's like, whoa. Anyway, he marched me up the staircase, going through all this, what it turned out it was washing hanging on a line down the staircase. I'm walking through this washing. The sensation of it added to the, where am I going? It was like, woo. Anyway, get upstairs. And he then proceeded to tie me down with ropes. Now, not hessier, not rough ropes. They're nice, soft silk ropes. They're strong. They're really strong ropes. But ropes that are used for bondage, so they're very, very comfortable. They don't tear the skin or anything like that. So anyway, he tied me up in a very vulnerable position. Very open and very vulnerable. And he proceeded to torture me. 9 hours later, it ended. It was quite something. We played solidly for 9 hours. I was just at his command. He just did things and took me through all these different sensations and different things that he did to me. It was just like, wow, mind-blowing. And we played a couple of days later, I think the following weekend, and we did a 13-hour stretch. And we're talking 13 hours of sexual play. Not just bang, bang, bam, wham, bam, that type of sex. No, sexual play, we're talking a lot of foreplay and a lot of things like spanking, whipping, pegging. Pegging is where you take a clothes peg and you slightly pinch a piece of the skin with it and you leave it on. Now, he had pegs on a string So he would then peg you all the way down somewhere and leave them on, which of course it builds up and blocks off blood flow and what have you. So when he yanks this and pulls it off, and the pegs all come flying off in one go, of course the blood rushes back into the skin. It's extremely painful, but it's wow, it's just like a sensation that woohoo, it was really nice. Try running a pinwheel over your body. Quite a sensation going down the muscles on your back. It's lovely. Don't press too hard because it can really hurt. But if you're into pain, then press hard as you like. Spanking, caning, cropping with a riding crop, caning the feet. There's just so many different sensations that one goes through when one plays like this, and that oh, what's coming next? And of course you're blindfolded, so you can't see anything. You hear him doing things in the room, and you think, oh, what's he doing? Oh. And you feel something sharp on you, and you think, oh, he's going to cut me. Oh, he's going to kill me. Oh, you know, and it's like, so there's that little bit of fear. You don't know what's coming, and it just heightens your sexual arousal and your sexual responses. And it's really something to enjoy. Trust me. You guys have to explore your kink. Tie yourselves down to the bed while you're having sex. Spank her bottom. Kick him in the balls if that's what he wants. Tread on him with your high heels if that's what he wants. Don't be shy to say what you want in the bedroom. Don't be shy to say you want to try this, you want to try that. Don't be shy to get on the internet and explore your options. I mean, if you want to see kink, oh my God, what is the name of the website? Is it kink.com? I'll just have a quick look and confirm. I think it's kink.com. Let's just have a quick look. Give me a new tab. Give me Google. Let's have a look. See, kink.com. BDSM and bondage videos, kink.com. Now, there's a website worth visiting. They have a lot of trailers that you can watch. The trailers are usually about 2 or 3 minutes long, so you get an idea and you get the gist of what goes on. And the options that you can watch there to explore different things for you to try for yourselves. I agree. Enter. Right, let's see. Where are we? Let's get to the bottom of the page. Okay. Device bondage, hogtied, public disgrace, water bondage, bound gang bangs, sex and submission, the upper floor, which is a place that ladies are serving men. It's like a gentleman's club, and they are slaves. They have to serve and do things, and they get whatever. Everything about butts, fucking machines, ultimate surrenders. Then obviously there's water sports such as comes into pee and things like that, which I'm not into. Electro sluts, men in pain, whipped ass, wired pussy, which is electrics. Bound in public, naked combats, bondages. There's such a selection for you to watch, and you just click on that and you just watch 2 or 3 of the trailers. You don't have to pay to join or anything like that, but you get an idea of the different things you can try and the different things you can do. Don't be embarrassed. Don't be shy. Discuss it with your partner. Be brave, be bold, go where no man has gone before, so they say. Just explore, spice up your sex life. Trust me, it's so bloody worth it. I mean, I have not looked back since I've discovered kink. I really, really have so much fun. I have a social life that is just on the go all the time. And I couldn't ask for better sex. When I get it, of course, but yeah, I couldn't ask for better sex. When I get it. We're at clubs and things like that pretty much every weekend. Okay. Our home life is pretty much vanilla. I think I've explained to you what vanilla is, have I? I'm not sure. Vanilla is a person who's not into kink. So our home life, pretty much vanilla style. We did start off being 24/7 master slave, which was fucking wonderful and I loved it. But life tends to get in the way sometimes, and we've gradually sort of dropped the protocols of master slave. And I've just become a lazy bitch. That's all really. But anyway, so I think it's time to probably kick ourselves back into gear and go back to doing proper play like that. And proper protocols as a master-slave relationship 24/7 like we did and we enjoyed. What I'm saying to you is, don't be embarrassed, don't be shy. Oh, and throw away your bloody rabbits. For God's sake, throw away. Rabbits are useless. Go and Google up on eBay Hitachi wand. And go and get yourself a Hitachi wand. Get a vibrator that fucking means something. You know, put the dildo in you and the vibrator in you, but make sure you have a Hitachi one to go on your clitoris, because the rabbit one is junkified. Trust me, you want a Hitachi on there, get it on there. They work like a bloody dream. If you can get your hands on a fuck machine, do so. If you can get your hands on a fuck saw, do so. Get yourself some handcuffs, get yourself some bondage rope. If you want to know places that you can get these sort of things, message me. Get a YouTube account and message me. And I'll message you all the places to go to. And that's it really. Just don't be shy. Be brave. Be bold. Discuss things with your partner. Tell them you want to try different things. Let's try this. Let's role play. Let's do this. Let's do that. And as I say, if you're short on ideas of what to try out, go to this website and start exploring. And join us on fetlife.com. Come on there. Create a profile. I mean, my name on fetlife.com is Budika Raisini. And come and join us. Come and join the community and have fun. See you there. Cheers. Whoops.